What's up, Pawners? I'm Alex, and welcome back to episode 3 of Prototype, the series I'm doing where in each of the 10 episodes we check out a different prototype animatronic from Spirit Halloween of an animatronic that was released or one that was canceled for unknown reasons, and we might even look at some ISE prototypes in the future. But of course, for today we'll be checking out a prototype of an existing animatronic. The animatronic we're talking about is going to be the Convulsing nurse, but we're going to be taking a look at the prototype version, which is really awesome. At the end of the video, if you want to check out the previous episode where we talked about Saw and Sally, I'll have that linked. But of course, let's get into today's video by checking out a demo of the released version of the Convulsing nurse.
Warning. Warning.
So there, of course, was Spirit's official demo for the prop that did end up getting released. And this animatronic is one that's an awesome one. It's definitely one of my favorites from 2013. I love the look of it. Its animation, everything is awesome too. Just overall, this prop is an awesome one. And of course, before we get into looking at the prototype version of this prop for today, how about we talk a bit about what exactly this prop was, like what it retailed for, what year it was, everything about that. So of course the name for this prop, as I've already mentioned, was the Convulsing nurse, and it resembled this nurse without any legs that was chained up to this wall, also missing her arms, and she kind of thrashed around, which is awesome. It was sold between 2013 and 2014. It was in the ISE in 2013, but then brought to online only in 2014. It retailed for $150, and for a prop of this size and everything, that price was a really good one. It stood 5.8 feet tall, which is a pretty good height for this prop. It is, of course, made by Techie Design. Techie, I love their designs, so that's awesome. And exclusivity stats, this was a Spirit Halloween exclusive. So unlike the past 2 episodes where we don't know much about the prop if it were to be released because they're prototypes that never got released, this prop was actually released, so we get to know some more information about it. But now that we have taken a look at the official release version of this prop, now of course, since this is prototype, we're going to be checking out the prototype version of this animatronic, which we have a video of, which is awesome. Not the highest quality, but still, it's cool to see this prototype animatronic, so let's check it out. And that there, everyone, was the prototype version of this animatronic, which I've got to say, this prototype I'm a huge fan of. I kind of like it more than the released version of the prop. Of course, unlike the other episodes of Prototype, where after we check out the video, we talk more about the prop. Today, since this is a prototype version of a released prop, I want to kind of compare the two and see what Spirit changed about it and kind of give my input about which version I like more. So of course, on screen right now, here is the 2 different versions of this animatronic that released in the prototype. Of course, the one biggest thing about the prototype animatronic that they changed for the release version is that it doesn't have legs. I love the look of the legs there. I like how they're positioned and everything. And I feel this prop could have worked very well if it had legs. But of course, for the finalized version, I do kind of understand why they took away the legs, because they want to have it chained up on a wall, which this original prototype, it's not really chained to anything, but the released version, it was chained up to a wall. So it does kind of make sense for it not really to have legs, but I feel like it still could have worked to have like the chains and the legs and everything. It would have been so much cooler. Another thing too about the prototype version of this animatronic is it appears that it wasn't originally going to have the use of the first aid box so you could connect up to it to activate it. Looks like it would have just been a sound or motion sensor prop, but it's definitely cool that they added the first aid box as an additional feature in the end. But I also do love how the prototype has those legs. It looks really awesome. So overall, out of the prototype version and the released version, I do kind of like the prototype more with the legs and everything. I think it's creepier, but I do like how the finalized version had the feature of the first aid box. I think that was a really nice thing that went along with the prop. So of course, I definitely wish they had stuck with the prototype version of this animatronic, but the released version is still really cool and I love how it looks. And of course, with all that said, that was the Convulsing Nurse prototype and released animatronic. Really great prop. I love it. It would definitely be a cool one to bring back sometime in the future from Spirit. Especially if they were to go back to the original prototype version of this prop and bring that back. That would be really, really awesome. But yeah, that is episode 3 of Prototype, and there's still 7 more episodes to go. Next week, I'm not sure what the prop we'll be talking about is yet, but I can guarantee that it will be a cool animatronic. And of course, if you are enjoying this series, you'll probably like lots of my other videos. I'm doing weekly uploads every Saturday of just a different Halloween-related upload. So you're going to want to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss when I post that. And make sure your notifications are on so you don't miss next week's episode of Prototype, which will be premiering at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time next Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.